I was talking to some actors over lunch yesterday, some Hollywood actors, and what we were talking about was kind of interesting. Uh, it's room at the top. There's no room at the bottom in this business of film. You either come in at the top, and you come in at the top because you have young, hungry, agents and managers who came out of Yale and Harvard and went into that business, and they see you and they want to represent you, and they figure down the line they are going to make a lot of money off of you. Okay, there's so many actors now that are not distinguishable. You can get this actor or this actor, it doesn't matter. Back then, there was only one Morgan Freeman. There was only one Sam Jackson. There was only one Denzel, you know? There was only one Angela Bassett, you know? They bring a ferociousness that Viola Davis was, for example, was so fearful because somehow that university had instilled this negativeness in her. She could not break through because she thought there was room in the middle and the bottom. Then when she realized, wait a minute, I'm better than all those. There's plenty of room at the top. Bam, that's what happened. So, but you gotta, and then once that happens, and a Meryl Streep says you're one of the best, girl, then everybody says you're one of the, every agent wants you, you know? Every lawyer want to represent you.
Yeah. 20 years of becoming an overnight sensation.
Yeah.
So, advice for young actors then?
Read. Know you're the best when you walk in the room. Don't let anyone say, oh my God, you're too pretty, you're too tall, you're too short. You know?
Should you write your own stuff?
I don't think you have to. It's a lot of writers out here. But it's a shared experience. You got to deal with the fact that all of this is a shared experience. No one person, maybe Spike Lee back then, is the writer, director, lead at one of the actors, but you need 3 other actors. And you need Lola Darling. You know, that doesn't happen, you know. And, you know, it's like...
And I guess, if we're talking about 2 actors at this point, actors, you know, there's always been a cycle in terms of film acting. It's not the same. Obviously, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Training on the stage, but
yeah.
You know, every cycle there's resentment from the trained actors that a football player's getting my job.
Yeah.
The rappers got my
job.
You know, so, you know, what? But then, you know.
You know what you say. Like, you remember when out of Philly, Will Smith did The Fresh Prince. And Will said something. He says, there are a lot of actors better than me, but no one works harder than me. You gotta work, man. This is, I mean, you know, it's like you do a Independence Day and it does 100 million. You can't, the producer, directors, and everybody want the next film to do 100 million. They're not gonna get anybody who's slouching around, showing up 5 minutes late. You gotta be that an hour before everybody else, walking the set, you know. Yeah.
So he was that person before he started rapping.
Yes.
Bernie Casey was that person before he started playing football.
Yes.
So he was able to train, and now we have Nandi Asamoah,
yeah,
who produced Crown Heights, you know, making the transition from sports into another arena. So.
Yeah. Idris Elba, you know, he worked in every little club in New York, you know, scratching, you know. You know, to hear him talk about, you know, that party would close, and he would get to the other party just in time to be one of the DJs, and his share of that one might be $50, but the one he just left was $100. So for that night, he made $150. That's how he survived in New York.